Hey everybody, ChouRaven here. We had Pokemon Worlds capping off earlier today. New world champion has been crowned, and after the fact, they dropped a brand new trailer for Scarlet and Violet, involving a lot more details about competitive. So here we go. We're gonna watch a little more of this. I hear that some interesting stuff has been revealed, and I already see something I really, really am happy about in this thumbnail. He's back. My boy is back. All right, let's just jump right into it and kind of react to this trailer and then go over some of the information afterwards. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, there's a new Pokemon. Okay, Cloyster and the new Pokemon. Dragon Normal. He looks like a baby version of the legendaries. Wait. Wait. Oh, that's good. Ooh. Okay, yeah, Colossal turns into an ice type. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, it does. Gives Colossal still use. My boy Verloom is back. Loaded dice. Oh. Alright. Okay, yeah. Like skill link, but an item. Ghost-type Tyranitar. Yeah, because he's... Oh! Okay. That's good. That adds a neat little offensive option to the game. Yeah, special Pikachu Nose Fly. Okay. That's some pretty cool stuff. So, first and foremost, Cyclozar. Definitely interesting little Pokemon from the look of it. It definitely, and I know I'm not the first person to say this today, it definitely looks like a baby version of the legendaries, which would not be the first time we had a lower level version of one of the legendary Pokemons in the game earlier on. Like, we had Cosmog in Gen 7 in the same sort of way. So, realistically, they said we get the legendaries early on, though some leaks have kind of doubled down on what I said as a possibility where you won't be able to actually use them until later. It could also just be possible, because this thing has been mentioned on a couple of sources as a Pokemon that people can ride on. Maybe this thing is what you are given, and then something later in the game turns it into the legendary. Which is why you don't have the legendary until later in the game. But this would be what you're riding, and all the trailers of you riding the legendary are kind of fake outs, maybe. But all in all, looks like an interesting Pokemon. Shedtail. This move, I foresee this being a hell of a strategic option in competitive. You sacrifice 50% of your HP, creates a substitute, and then immediately swaps places with another Pokemon, giving you effectively a free swap-in, so that you don't have to worry about your opponent attacking this Pokemon while you're swapping in. Now, alternatively, if this move isn't a priority move, though I'm sure prankster Pokemon with this are going to be a thing, if this isn't a priority move, you maybe run it on a tankier Pokemon, and then you can use this to swap out the tanky Pokemon for one of your more offensive threats, and you set up a substitute with a lot of HP that's just going to keep that offensive threat alive and undamaged for an extended period of time. I can foresee that, maybe in combination with a Focus Sash on that Pokemon, gives you a couple of hits on it before you even need to worry about it getting taken down. which will make a lot of more glass cannon Pokemon a little more viable. Not that they're not, but they don't see as much use in VGC because, you know, the two different targets attacking them. So that could definitely be something useful. And the new item, Mirror Herb. Now, copies an opponent's stat increases when consumed. That's good. I feel that's more of a niche play. The thing is, currently, stat increases happen a lot and are really easy to predict in Sword and Shield because Dynamax makes stat increases so easy to do. But unless Scarlet and Violet is giving more of a reason to do it, like aside from Swords Dance or whatever other move you can do that would increase your stats, I don't foresee a lot of people... I mean, once you know it has it, you're not going to do it in front of it ever again. So I foresee it being kind of a niche thing, because it's going to be a lot harder to predict, unless it's a best of 3 situation, and you know they're likely to go for the power-up on that Pokemon. You can position yourself better during the 2nd or 3rd round, but realistically, just having it in there, not being sure if your opponent's going to do it on as consistent a basis as they do with Dynamax currently, I don't see it being absolutely huge. And it specifies opponent stat increases, so I don't think you can mess around with that and give yourself an increase, though. Swagger. I just thought of it. Maybe you have the Pokemon holding the Mirror Herb could use Swagger on a special attacking opponent. Set the confusion, give it an attack boost, and then copy the attack boost. Effectively giving yourself an attack boost and confusing the opponent in the process. Or having your partner do it, and then your Pokemon with the Mirror Herb gets an attack boost and then hits. It's, you could pull some stuff, I'm sure. I foresee that being a little bit of a strategy, but who knows how good it's going to be or not in the middle of this meta. We gotta see how the meta shakes out first. So I hadn't really considered this until the trailer showed it. Because, yeah, it would work like that, wouldn't it? Steam Engine literally just says, if this Pokemon gets hit by a Water-type move, maximize its speed stat. So yeah, even changing the Pokemon's type to something else, and then taking the Water-type attack, would still activate the ability. Now, the only downside, I guess, is the current strategy with Colossal involves a weakness policy as well. So you hit it with a Water-type attack, and it gets not only the massive speed boost, but it gets its attack power doubled on top of that. And you wouldn't be able to do that in this scenario, but at the same time, that strategy is very, very specific to the Dynamax meta that exists currently, because Dynamaxing the Pokemon and doubling its HP makes it so it survives with a lot more HP intact. So weakness policy is going to kind of exit the meta to the degree it currently is. I mean, it'll still be used, but it won't be as frequent as it currently is. So this actually gives Colossal a purpose beyond the current meta reason for its existence. So this is actually cool and really interesting to see. But yeah, terastallizing is definitely going to be a huge thing for both defensive and offensive purposes. I've already seen the little infographic from Pokemon Company Incorporated that says if a Pokemon changes it to its Terra type and it's one of the same types it already has, it means that the stab goes from a 1.5 times to a 2 times attack, so making your attackers even stronger or changing your tankier Pokemon to survive hits it otherwise wouldn't is a very nice way to deal with things, and I'm liking it. And I am definitely liking the item-loaded dice. So when it says multi-strike moves, it's stuff like Bullet Seed, Double Slap, Rock Blast. Stuff that hits at least twice, but up to 5 times, and the number's always completely at random. But this item, just use their hold item slot, and you make those moves likely to hit more times, so it improves the odds of getting the higher numbers, which will make those attacks a lot more useful. Now, there is a ability in the games, I believe Skill Link was what it was called, that does this and maximizes the number already, but not a lot of Pokemon get that ability, but a lot of Pokemon do use those attacks. So this will make those attacks more of a useful thing, because once again, in most cases, these moves have the potential to do more damage than some of the biggest hitting moves in the game, but they also have the chance to do almost no damage at all, so they don't get used quite as much. Now, in the case of Breloom here, and they definitely knew what they were doing putting this on Breloom in the trailer, because Breloom's Technician ability means that any low attack moves that it uses gain attack power. So it using a move like Bullet Seed traditionally kind of gave it almost as much attack as a regular move, so it made it kind of worth it, because even at the low end, it was doing decent damage. But you give it an item like Loaded Dice, it's going to be hitting more often, and it's going to be dishing out some serious damage. So this is definitely a cool idea, and I really like seeing it. And last but not least, the new move, Terra Blast. Okay, so I'm imagining every single Pokemon's getting this move. It would make absolutely no sense to me if that's not the case, because every Pokemon can Terastallize. Why not give them the attack that goes with it? What this is probably a way to go, because a Pokemon can have multiple different Terra types, right? And not every Pokemon is going to have a move, or a good move anyway, that is the type for all of its Terra types. Guaranteed. Not every single Pokemon is going to have a good stab move in whatever type it can turn into. So Terra Blast gives it the option to have a strong offensive move in whatever type it turns into. I'm going to imagine either Terra Blast is just a normal type move neutrally, or potentially just the same move of whatever type the Pokemon currently is, but I imagine it's more normal type than anything, just based on the wording. And then it'll turn, when you Terastallize, it turns into the same type as the Pokemon, just to become a strong stab move. And this will give every Pokemon a decent stab option, no matter what Terra type you decide to go with, which is sorely needed considering. And yeah, that's it. Thank you all for watching. I am looking forward to these games. I really want to see how this turns out. I am super excited about all of the things they've been showing off with this, so I'm 100% going to be streaming the hell out of this game the minute it comes out. So look forward to that, and I will see you all again next time. Peace.